What if fashion was more than just clothing? What if it was a powerful tool for social change? Willy Chavarria is a visionary designer born in California's Central Valley. And he's done just that. Growing up with a Mexican immigrant father and an Irish mother, Willy was shaped by the hard work and resilience of his community. Now his designs tell the story of those often left out of fashion's spotlight. In this video, we'll explore how Chavarria turned his upbringing into bold, groundbreaking fashion statements, elevating everyday workwear into symbols of pride and activism. Willy Chavarria was born in 1967 in Fresno, California, and raised in Huron, California, a small agricultural community in the Central Valley. This rural, predominantly Mexican immigrant town, where his father worked as a field worker, played a major role in shaping his worldview and fashion perspective. Growing up surrounded by Mexican immigrants and their fight for workers' rights during the César Chávez-led United Farmworkers movement deeply influenced Chavarria's commitment to social justice. This environment fueled his desire to represent marginalized communities through his designs, where he often draws on themes of labor, dignity, and cultural pride. In his early 20s, while studying graphic design in San Francisco, fashion finally found him. Working in the shipping department at Joe Boxer, Chavarria would spend late nights sketching and doing everything possible to catch the attention of the design team. His perseverance paid off. What started as a part-time shipping job turned into an internship with Joe Boxer's founder, Nick Graham, and eventually led to a role as a designer. Chavarria credits these early experiences with teaching him invaluable lessons about hard work, branding, and how to merge creativity with business. His career took a significant leap forward when Ralph Lauren hired him to work on the RLX athletic line. Chavarria's exposure to the world of high-end fashion refined his understanding of quality and craftsmanship. Working at Ralph Lauren gave him an appreciation for color and design perfection, something he continues to practice today. After Ralph Lauren, Chavarria took on a design director role at American Eagle Outfitters, where he learned the importance of understanding consumer behavior and how to craft commercially successful collections. But Chavarria wanted to do something more personal. He eventually opened a store in Soho called Palmer Trading Company, which specialized in Americana-inspired furniture, accessories, and apparel. After leaving his role at American Eagle, he began to focus entirely on his store, creating his own in-house line of shirts and accessories. As his designs gained attention, especially in Japan, he was encouraged to launch a more personal and authentic label. That's how the Willy Chavarria brand officially came to life in 2015. Chavarria's namesake shop became a space that represented his vision, fusing high fashion with his cultural roots. He eventually renamed the store Willy Chavarria, reflecting his growing commitment to creating pieces that were true to his own story and values. His designs combined streetwear with luxury, fusing in oversized silhouettes and bold statements that resonated with underrepresented communities. His store served not just as a retail space, but as a hub for styling, casting models, and preparing for his collections. From the start, his brand had been more than just about fashion. It's about having a voice for the underrepresented. Whether it's through his use of Chicano and queer culture, or his commitment to social justice, Chavarria's work speaks to those who are often overlooked in fashion. After launching his own brand in 2015, Willy Chavarria quickly made a name for himself in the fashion world by blending his personal experience with bold, socially conscious designs. His collections became known for oversized silhouettes and a strong political message, often addressing issues like immigration, civil rights, and LGBTQ+ representation. Chavarria was one of the first designers to center his work around inclusivity, long before it became a major trend in the industry. One of his first major collaborations after launching his brand was with Dickies, where he helped create a premium construction line, reflecting its deep roots in workwear and street style. This collaboration was a natural extension of his brand ethos, which was focused on elevating working class aesthetics into high fashion. Chavarria also made waves by exclusively casting Black and brown models in his shows, pushing the boundaries of representation in fashion. His work often draws on his Chicano heritage, weaving in elements of Mexican-American culture and the struggles of marginalized communities. In recent years, Chavarria has taken on the role of Senior Vice President of Design at Calvin Klein, where he continues to bring his politically charged perspective to a broader audience. He balances this high-profile role control while still running his own label, providing his versatility and commitment to shaping the future of fashion with inclusivity at its core. Willy Chavarria has created several impactful collections over the years, each known for its unique storytelling, political undertones. Some of the most notable collections include Spring/Summer 2025, America. This is one of his most powerful and politically charged collections to date. The America collection is a tribute to immigrant workers, laborers, and underrepresented communities that form the backbone of the United States. With garments inspired by the uniform of farm workers, hotel staff, and construction laborers, Chavarria turned everyday workwear into elevated, dignified statements. One standout moment featured models wearing wide rim hats and bandanas typically associated with farm labor against the backdrop of an enormous American flag. Chavarria's message was clear. These are the people who make this country run. The collection was not just about aesthetics, it was about giving visibility and pride to those who are often overlooked in fashion. This collection also included contributions with organizations like the United Farm Workers and the ACLU, underscoring its social impact. Spring/Summer 2019, Brotherhood. This collection focused on unity and community, blending overstated silhouettes with streetwear elements. It was a strong statement on solidarity and the importance of brotherhood within marginalized communities. Fall/Winter 2018, Believers. Known for its emotional depth, this collection was inspired by resilience and the power of believing in a better future. It featured oversized clothing with religious imagery, highlighting themes of faith and perseverance. Fall/Winter 2017, Harder. One of his early collections that showcased the toughness and vulnerability of masculinity. It featured bold, oversized pieces and was one of the collections that put Chavarria on the map in terms of his exploration of gender and identity. Each of these collections not only made waves in fashion, but also carried strong cultural and social messages, particularly around the themes of immigration, labor rights, and queer identity. Willy Chavarria's journey from the Central Valley to the global fashion stage is a story of staying true to one's roots while pushing the boundaries of what fashion could be. His upbringing in a community of immigrant farm workers, combined with his family's deep commitment to social justice, shaped him into a designer who uses fashion to tell important and often unheard stories. His designs are more than just clothes. They're about real people, real struggles, and real pride. Willy Chavarria's work reminds us that fashion can be a force for change. His collections challenge the industry to think more about inclusivity and to recognize the beauty and dignity of all people, regardless of their background. For Chavarria, fashion is not just about what's trending. It's about telling stories that need to be heard. Willy Chavarria's story resonates deeply with me, not just as a fan of his work, but because I too am Mexican American. My great-grandfathers and grandfathers were braceros who lived and worked in California's fields, including the Central Valley, as farm workers, where Willy's from. I come from a long line of hardworking people who built their lives in those fields. With a degree in Chicano studies from Fresno State, this is more than just fashion for me. It's a tribute to my own family's journey. Thank you for watching.